Something I've been thinking about doing is making a little video of turning. I talk to you about turning my wood all the time, and so what I thought I would do is show you a very basic little platter that I'm going to make, and then I'm going to mail it to you, but I want to show it to you being made. What we're going to do is take this rough piece of walnut and we're going to turn it into something like this, hopefully. Let me adjust the camera real quick to kind of let you see what's going on. I would point out that this part of the lathe right here is called the headstock, and you can see I've got a little variable speed over here, and this makes the motor turn and so forth. This is called the chuck, and this is what you fasten the wood to. This is called the tool rest, and you have cutting tools, different types of cutting tools, and so you balance them on this. This piece right here is called the tailstock, and it's used as different things that plug into it and goes up against the wood to help support it. We won't be using the tailstock for this. Let me adjust the camera here to get a little closer. What I have here is a little piece of walnut. As I said, we're going to try and turn this piece of wood into something that looks like this. This is a rough turned piece of walnut. You can see where I drew a circle on it with a magic marker and a compass, and then I drilled a hole. This hole is 2.5 inches in diameter, and it has a little detent there. That little pocket is just part of the bit. But this hole, then, we're going to take this and turn it around, and we're going to slip it over the jaws of the chuck. And I should show you this little wrench here. As you turn this wrench, the jaws go in and out. So we're going to put this on here. I'm going to hold it up tight, and we're going to squeeze the jaws so it holds this piece. The next thing we have to do is rotate this by hand to make sure it clears the tool rest. It's hitting just a little bit there. So rotating it by hand, and you can see it starting to spin. I got a new tool for my birthday. It's a special little cutting gouge, and this actually can take the place of several gouges. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do is, you can see it's not run, it's out of round a little bit. So I need to cut across here to make that nice and round. Okay, you can see here now that that's nice and round. It feels like there might be a little flat spot in it. Yeah, there's a little flat spot there, one there. So I'm going to take just a little more off of it. This will probably get the camera all dirty. Let's see if we got all our flat spots off now, and if it's nice and round. Oh, a little flat spot there. One more pass, and then we'll get that. That should do it. I'm going to just kind of clean off that edge there a little bit. I think the flat spots are gone. By golly, they are. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this tool down over here. And I'm going to turn this, or see, you can adjust this. You can adjust the heights and so forth. So if you'll notice on this platter how it's swept. And so I'm going to use that same tool but positioned differently to make swept sides on it. And you'll start, and this is going to be the bottom of the bowl, by the way. And you'll start to see the bowl take shape. Turn the speed up. called a pull cut. What I'm doing is flattening the bottom of the piece. Sometimes when I do these, the bottoms of bowls and platters, I do a stair step thing. It helps round it off. So you'll see one little step right there, and I'm going to do another one here. Another one. Another one. Now you can see all these stair steps. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the gouge this way, and on this thing I'm going to just take the tops off of those. It'll form it round. There, I've kind of, let's stop it and see how it's doing. There it is. It needs to be sanded here, but you can see right in here is a little flat spot, and then it curves up here. I'm going to use, this is the base we're looking at now. I'm going to use what's called a scraper, a bowl scraper. Up a little more, like that. And what I'm going to do down here is create a little indentation and smooth it out. This is a scraper. You can see the sharp edge there. And now you can see the little foot there. In fact, I'm going to take this scraper around and use it on the, turn this up a little more. Very, very light cut. We'll stop and take a look at it. Here. It needs a little sanding. A little cleanup in the middle there. Go back and do that again. Make that indent a little. Kind of make this stuff up as you go along. So this is the bottom, and this is a lot smoother now than when I used that other tool. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop the video, but I would explain that at this point I'm going to sand this now and put a little oil finish on it. Then when I come back in the next portion, I will be flipping this around and putting it on a vacuum chuck. This is a mechanical chuck with jaws, but I'll be putting this on a vacuum chuck that will hold it up against there so we can do now the inside. So the next time you see this, it will have been sanded and oiled.